finally gotten my hands on some money. Like I went from like the $7 an hour retail job to finally feeling like, wow, okay, I can make $300, $400, $500 in a shift, put it in the bank, and actually feel like I have a cushion. Now, with that said, it was never enough. Once I got a taste of it, then I was like, oh, this is the new standard, right? We can't go back from here. We got to just keep bartending and serving and keep making this money. So I remember saving like $15,000 in 6 months to move to Manhattan. I remember thinking, is it enough? Like, am I going to have enough to survive on when I get there before I get a job? $15,000. And that was just not enough. And then I got the job in the restaurant in Manhattan. I worked at Budokan. And if you guys are familiar with that, it's like a big box Asian restaurant featured in the movie Sex and the City. And we had 400 seats and 22 servers on the floor. And I got moved very quickly from like the newbie section called Victory Lane to, which was like the Baby Town Frolics version of like a real section as a server in the restaurant. And they moved me very quickly because I'm quick. Like I learn fast, I adapt quickly, and I'm a multitasker. They moved me very quickly to a closing shift. So what that meant as a closer was once they started cutting servers, like it's slowing down, right? We would do sometimes 1,200 covers in a night, which just means like 1,200 fannies were in those 400 seats on a Saturday night with 22 servers. I mean, we would kill it and crush it sometimes. And I remember being like, I only made $500. What a waste. What a waste of a shift. So anyway, back to what I was saying. They would cut servers as we got, later and later. And if you were the closer, you ended up taking an entire floor of the restaurant. So you were either upstairs or you were downstairs. Those were the two closing servers. And as they cut people and guests still came in to sit, you would get inundated with tables. So the anxiety was through the roof because sometimes they just didn't know they were going to get a bunch of walk-in, like late night. We would serve until 2 a.m. on the weekends. Food. Family style service of these giant bowls of food. It was crazy, but everything was really expensive. So we would make money, right? Like a two top would come in and we'd make $150 off a 2-top, right? So we were busy. Like we were busy. And so if you closed, you had to be on your game. And those were the shifts where you'd make $700, $800. And somehow this was never enough. I would make $8,000 a month. I would work 60, 70 hours a week. I was like this big. I was so skinny because I would run. Sometimes I look down at my phone and I would look at the health app to see how many steps and how many sets of stairs I would do in a day. And there was days when I would walk like 25,000, 30,000 steps. That was like normal in this restaurant because it was so big. And the money, even though it was there, my Manhattan expenses plus my need to constantly get out of the city and go home, right? Take a vacation, come home to St. Augustine, Florida, see my family, see my friends. I had to take a vacation every month, I guess, to get some sanity and get away from the city, get some clarity sometimes. But if I wanted to do that, I had to make $10,000 a month. I had to bust my ass triple time to feel like I could leave and come back and not be stressing over the cost of my rent, which was almost $2,500 by myself, plus utilities. I was a complete sucker and had to keep that job. Had to continue serving to just make ends meet. I wasn't leaving that job because I didn't know what else I could do to make that kind of money.